Welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev.
Namaste.
You doing yoga now, man?
Had Indian for lunch.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us once again and coming to kick it with us. We appreciate it. We're reviewing the film Mission Impossible Rogue Nation for you today. This film is rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 11 minutes. Ethan Hunt is back, and this time his mission is to eradicate the Syndicate.
Yes, this movie was directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who brought us The Usual Suspects,
Yes.
one of my favorite movies. He brought us Jack Reacher, Edge of Tomorrow, very good Tom Cruise film.
Yeah,
And Jack the Giant Slayer, which I know you're particularly fond of.
one of my favorites.
Okay.
Excellent.
The movie stars Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, Jeremy Renner, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Alec Baldwin. You ready to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey guys, this is the 5th installment of Mission Impossible. As I mentioned, Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt is back. This time his mission is to get rid of this shadowy group of mercenaries, Kev. I don't know who they are. I still don't know who they are, and I've seen the movie. I mean, did you figure out who they are, Kev?
No. The answer is no. They seem to be the Spectre of the Mission Impossible universe, I guess. But they are so shadowy that they are still in the dark. So,
Yeah.
you know,
But you're in luck. That's okay. It doesn't even matter. All right, we'll get into that a little bit more. But if you are in the mood for 2 hours of cool action sequences and you want to be entertained, you are in the right place. I mean, this film, you know, is that definition of just summer blockbuster, you know, shoot it up, blow it up, stun it up, whatever. It's entertaining.
Okay. And, you know, I don't know that I would put it in the league of some of the better stunt, you know, or rather tentpole movies of the summer. Written and directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who gave us The Usual Suspect. I just expected a much more cerebral affair. So what we ultimately ended up with
Cerebral,
here.
Kev?
Yeah.
It's Mission Impossible, man.
I'm sorry, man. I don't want to just check my brains at the door. I actually want to be able to think through something and get a narrative of
What is there to
story.
think through? It's Mission Impossible.
I'm sorry.
You want a plot.
I do. I want plot. I want story. I want character development.
Okay.
I want something going
I give
on
you
besides explosions.
I give you that. I thought you were, well, doesn't even matter.
Okay. You know, Alec Baldwin is introduced into this film kind of like, I don't know, it reminded me of Skyfall a little bit and how, you know, we get a new M. Alec Baldwin, I guess, is the new M for the Impossible Missions Force. I don't know. I really don't know whether to take Alec Baldwin seriously or whether he is playing a role for comedic effect a la 30 Rock. You know, I really don't know how to take him.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch that vibe from him. You know, overall, I think the cast is solid. I mean, they're basically kind of playing this background role, but I will agree with. It's funny you mentioned Skyfall. You know, this film is very James Bondish, you know, throughout different parts of the film. Maybe because it's set in the UK, but you definitely get that vibe. Not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, at 53, Tom Cruise proves to us in this film that he's still a bona fide action star.
Right.
I mean, he really, in a sense, I guess, saves this film and makes it what it is. He's believable from front to back. You still believe he can F somebody up and look cool in the process of doing it. You know, you got this guy, he's doing his own stunts, right? You know, everybody's seen the trailer where the cargo plane's taking off and he's hanging on the outside of it at 5,000 feet. That's not a stunt double.
Right.
That's Tom Cruise. And I think it's, you know, commitment like that that puts him in this very elite group of actors.
Right.
You know, one, that are even physically capable of doing that, and then two, are willing or want to do it. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's very impressive and very entertaining.
That's one thing you can say about Tom Cruise. He's all in.
Yeah.
In whatever movie he's in, he's doing stunts. You know, he's behind the camera. He's in front of the camera. He is the man. And he is definitely still the man. He proves that he is still the man. The only problem that I had with the film from that standpoint was that I just really felt like the film turned into much more of a buddy cop film than it did an Impossible Missions Force, a team movie. Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise are kind of paired up together for the majority of the first couple of acts of the film, and they carry the whole thing, and it really comes off as a buddy cop film.
Yeah, yeah. What did you think about Rebecca Ferguson in this film?
I really, really liked Rebecca Ferguson in this film. I really did. I
get that he really, really liked her.
Rebecca Ferguson, she is awesome in this movie. I think her character Ilsa, is capable of carrying a film on her own. I felt like that was just how intriguing. She is often one of the more intriguing aspects of every scene that she's in. She is Jane Bond, She is the female equivalent of James Bond, and, she kicks a lot of butt from that standpoint.
She does. Now, you mentioned that you felt like this film was kind of like a buddy cop movie. I wouldn't go that far to say that, but I will agree with you and say that, the, Impossible Missions team, they're not cohesive. Right, you got Ving Rhames and Jeremy Renner. They're basically delegated to flying and coach, and you got Tom Cruise and Simon Pegg. They're in first class, and I'm just not used to that type of vibe.
That dynamic just really doesn't work.
It doesn't work for Mission Impossible. I mean, you're expecting everyone from the team to have their own kind of specific skill, special skill, right? And everybody's bringing it together to accomplish the task at hand.
Especially after Ghost Protocol, when that was demonstrated so superbly. How they are a team, how they do count on one another and work together.
That's right.
When it doesn't come together in this film, you kind of miss that.
Yeah, instead we get Ving Rhames in a couple of scenes. He's clipping a couple of wires and he's pecking away at the keyboard to do some technical research, whatever.
Right.
But it doesn't work very well.
Right. I mean, if Ving Rhames and Jeremy Renner were any more in the back seat, they'd be in the trunk. They really don't offer a whole lot more. The second act of this film is a clinic, however, in stunt choreography, and how you stage action.
Yes.
It is awesome from that respect, and they do a really good job of pulling that off. The script itself, however, kind of has some fits and starts to it. Doesn't really come together as a cohesive whole the way that you want it to. There were a lot of things that reminded me kind of the first Mission Impossible that was directed by Brian De Palma, and how they had a lot of cooks in the kitchen, for that movie when it came to writing it. It seemed like we have some of that going on here, where certain plot elements are not really developed, others are kind of dropped or not really expanded upon. It just doesn't come together the way you would hope it would.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. And I mean, to your point about the stunts and the choreography of the action scenes and everything, they're so well done.
Absolutely.
You just kind of like you forget about why there even is a car chase in the first place. Yeah. Right? It's just, I mean, it takes you away. But
you're just wrapped up in the action. It does pull you into it, and you're so entranced by what's going on. You don't even really think about the plot that much.
That's right. That's right. So can we throw some points on this thing,
Yeah.
Kev? Okay, y'all. Not much of a plot here, all right? But whatever. It's hot outside. We're in the dog days of summer. Your brains are fried already.
Right.
So step into the movie theater. Like I said, if you want to be entertained just with some straight up action sequences, then you're in the right place. You will be entertained. The film is pretty good. Get your popcorn, get your blueberry icy, and Milk Duds, all right, and grab a seat in a cool movie theater and enjoy the film, right? Take it at face value. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Mission Impossible has been in really good hands ever since Bad Robot took over the production duties of the film. As a result, we've had J.J. Abrams come in and direct the film. We've had Brad Bird come in and direct the film. They did really good jobs. This film, not quite on the level of those efforts, but I thought it was still fairly entertaining for what it was worth. I give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, there you have it. You got 7s from both of us. Ultimately, you guys decide. All right, that's our show. Hey, guys, we have a huge announcement. So excited. The Movie Brothers website is up. So we need you to go check out our website at themoviebrothers.com. All of our content is in one place on the website. So if you like watching the show, You can catch the latest episodes on the website. We've also incorporated written reviews. So a lot of the films that Kev and I see, a lot of times we don't shoot an episode for, but we still see them. I'm into documentaries, and Kev is into, some other types of films and things like that. But, we write reviews on those, so you can get that content as well. Check us out. And we still got the Twitter going, too.
Yes, you can still check us out at themoviebrothers.com.
Yep, and at The Movie Brothers, that's our Twitter handle. And subscribe to the channel. You can still do that as well. So that's our show. I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are The Movie Brothers. And this is the place, the one and only place, where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.